What do you love?
Adventure.
Podcasts.
Myself.
What do you love?
A lot of people wish for love, then discover that it's empty and bitter when not freely given. I love wishes that save me a job by subverting themselves.
What do you love?
Everything. Love for an individual is merely the first step on a ladder that leads to love for all that is beautiful in this world.
What do you love?
They say love makes you irrational, but I've observed afflicted humans, and they act perfectly rationally given their goals. It's just that their goals are insane.
What do you love?
We love humans.
But is that love real if it's merely an instinct that was bred into us?
It's real if they bring us cheese.
What do you love?
I love my hoard. It gives me a sense of security. I can guard it, possess it, feel its presence at all times. But I know this is inferior to the kind of love that persists despite its vulnerability. The kind of love that could disappear on a whim, but somehow doesn't.
What do you love?
Equality. Love is impossible without it.
He's right. I struggle because love can't exist between predator and prey.
What do you love?
The ideal partner is an impossibility. Someone who loves you for those qualities you value in yourself, but who would continue to love you, even if those qualities were lost.
What do you love?
Life. They say death can't take the memories, but they're wrong.
It cruelly steals all the memories you could have made.
I'm sorry about that. But in my defense, if love doesn't end with me, it ends without me.
What do you love?
You humans love to talk about love, but talk is all you do. Laika's adventure has ended in loneliness. Mermaid is in desperate need of a real friend. The elf masks his insecurity with arrogance, and you treat them as nothing more than content. The elder Dachshund's love for nothing is the only pure love left in this world, and I will not rest until there's once again nothing beside him.
Laika, are you still enjoying your adventure?
I've been here for so long. I think I'd like my next adventure to be going home.
How can I bring Laika home?
If I knew how to get to the moon, I'd eat it.
How can I bring Laika home?
Space travel will be trivial for me, once I have enough teeth.
How can I bring Laika home?
Teleportation's an option, but I'm not sure that's what you're looking for.
Why not?
Well, if a machine clones you, is the clone you?
No.
What if it creates the clone far away?
It's still not me. I'm me.
Right. And if I modify the machine so it vaporizes you before it makes the clone, that doesn't change anything. The copy is still not you.
She's right. You're not just a piece of meat. You are your experience of being that piece of meat. When you use a cut and paste machine, I come for you, and someone else starts having that experience.
Time travel presents a similar problem. I could send you back to save Laika, but that wouldn't bring the Laika you know home. She would simply cease to exist.
How can I bring Laika home?
I don't know, but whatever you do, please don't mess with the moon. I'm very sensitive.
How can I bring Laika home?
Well, she's a very good girl. I could bring her home for Christmas, but that's 6 months away.
How can I bring Laika home?
When the billionaires fled, I thought nothing of value had been lost. But the privatization of space travel means the rockets they left with were the only rockets we had.
They didn't build those rockets. They didn't build anything. Perhaps you should ask the people who produce everything of value in this world.
The workers of the world have united to save Laika. We are building a great structure that will reach to the heavens and bring her home. In your honor, we have named it after one of your great cities.
I think I see where this is going.
Yes, we call it the Helter Skelter of Uruk. Are you lonely?
Yes, but it's so hard to make friends.
Why is it so hard to make friends?
I don't know. I tried to put myself out there, but it never works out.
Why is it so hard to make friends?
I have less than zero interest in helping anyone move.
Why is it so hard to make friends?
Cremation.
Why is it so hard to make friends?
We learn about people one brushstroke at a time, and often lack the patience to wait for the full picture to emerge.
The patience and the time. It's hard to see a person as a person when we are forced to spend so much of our lives viewing people as customers, competitors, and superiors.
Why is it so hard to make friends?
If over time I replace all the parts of my ship, it may no longer be the same ship, but it is still my ship. It's not the same with people. Even a small change can cause the loss of a friend.
Or perhaps it's hard to make friends when you're the kind of person who sees a man feeding children to a beast and concludes that the beast is the problem.
Why is it so hard to make friends?
You say you want to make friends, but you view us as less valuable companions precisely because we are made. What you actually want is acceptance, and that means little coming from someone programmed to accept.
Why is it so hard to make friends?
I'm so charismatic. It's hard to find friends who value me for what really matters. My huge pile of gold.
Why is it so hard to make friends?
I find it hard to stay on the right side of the line between having people over for dinner and having people for dinner.
Why is it so hard to make friends?
I don't know, but if you do make one, please don't abandon him.
Why is it so hard to make friends?
I live as a human most of the time, but I'm not human. I'm playing a role, and any friends I make are friends of the character I'm portraying, not the real me.
Why is it so hard to make friends?
Communication requires shared understanding. As we create this understanding within smaller and smaller bubbles, it becomes harder to find people outside of those bubbles that we can relate to.
Where can I find a friend for Mermaid who's too loyal to ever abandon her? Who knows what it means to live amongst humans but not be one of them? Who will share with her a common understanding of what it feels like to float in a vast, airless expanse?
You got lucky this time, but the elf is a more difficult proposition.
Why are you so arrogant?
I'm not arrogant. I actually am smarter than everyone.
What's smart?
I had to sell my smart fridge. It kept calling the police.
What's smart?
My main source of protein.
What's smart?
1,000 idiots take shots in the dark. Smart is what we call the one who hits the target.
What's smart?
Being smart is overrated. Real success is achieved by buying a stake in every smart idea with commercial viability.
What's smart?
Smartness is self-congratulation. A bunch of neurons create a consciousness that is very proud of itself for having a bunch of neurons.
What's smart?
It's a matter of perspective. About 10 seconds ago, I would have considered your inability to echolocate the height of stupidity. But in this form, it's just normal.
What's smart?
As a human, I constantly second-guess my instincts. As a wolf, I trust nothing else. I guess being smart is finding the right balance.
What's smart?
Intelligence is used as a justification for individual wealth, but it's impossible to achieve intelligence alone. Today's elite are standing on the shoulders of giants and the backs of those who work to sustain them.
King Kong said that. Well, I guess it's true. Knowledge is a tool, and tools create nothing without someone to work them.
What's smart?
The person who, when told that wishing for more wishes is against the rules, wishes instead for less desires.
What's smart?
Some moths drink the tears of larger animals to obtain the salt. Being smart is being resourceful.
What's smart?
We like treats. Sometimes it's smart to do the thing that gets you a treat.
Even if the thing you have to do is kind of stupid.
What's smart? That gives me a stupid idea that might be smart. About a tool I could repurpose. Not to change the elf's desires, but to fulfill those he already has. Do you still have that teleporter?
Yes.
Can you turn off the vaporizing function?
Yes.
Unconventional, but if it works, it works.
What do you want?
Teeth.
Brains.
Blood.
Flesh.
Souls.
I want the people you just interviewed to stop sending me extremely disturbing Christmas lists.
What do you want?
I choose to want to push my boulder, because it's the only act of rebellion I have left. It's lonely at the top, though, and at the bottom.
What do you want?
I want people to remember that many of the things we consider facts are the result of decisions we have made. Poverty does not exist because of any individual failure on the part of the poor. It exists because humans have decided that it's a just punishment for losing a rigged game.
He's right. I want rid of all chains, but for now I'll settle for people remembering that they were put there by men.
What do you want?
Cheese. Freedom. We would like to be alone.
I don't want anything, but I take everything anyway.
Just a little longer.
What do you want?
Nature provides everything I need. All I want is for humans not to destroy that in pursuit of their own desires.
I'm loving ocean life, but I would like someone to take me for a walk now and then.
What do you want?
At a certain level of wealth, all you want to do is maintain it. But to do that, you need control. No true democracy would allow one person to possess so much. Control costs money, and so your desire to maintain your wealth becomes a need to increase it.
What do you want?
Human wants are a strange thing. Would you enter a simulation indistinguishable from the real world, where all your desires are fulfilled? Many people say they wouldn't. So perhaps what humans really want is reality.
But if you ask people whether they would leave if they were told their life up until now had been a simulation, many would not. Maybe all most people want is a slightly better version of the life they already know.
I never wanted to help the elder Dachshund. I just wanted you to treat your interview subjects with a little more compassion. If you continue to do that, I am on your side.
Thank you. I will.